welcome back to my channel. Just a few things first. I do have some noise coming from my garage, so if you hear some pounding, there's not really much I can do about that. And another thing, it's just been really hot, so I don't know if it's my lighting or if it's my makeup or if it's just me, but if I look shiny, just let me be. So if you've been following my makeup saga, I think is what I'll call it, you'll know that I haven't really been buying any new products as of lately. There have been products that have caught my eye, but they're not necessarily something that I'm like, oh, I need to go out and buy that right away. I guess I can list those products, but I had my eye on the ColourPop So Very Lovely palette because I like the lilac and the peach shade in there and some of the plummy shades. And the Odin's Eye just came out with the Saga of Freya, which has a similar palette with that same like lilac peach combo, and then they have a collection or another palette in that collection that's more of like a teal and orange, and then a palette that's double-sided with those same color schemes. And because I had my eye on the lilac and peach combo, I didn't know if those were already colors that I had in my collection. I have some Nabla plummy shades that I really love, and obviously if you've seen my eyeshadow collection video, you know that I have a majority of the Kaleidos palettes, and even some of my ColourPop palettes are of the like pink and purple variety. So that's obviously kind of where I get drawn into with products and collections, and I didn't know, like I said, if I was just drawn to this because these are things I already had. And I think of a dupe as like a cheaper alternative that does the same or gives you the same results, not just in like color shade. Some people dupe like e.l.f. products and things like that. I don't think that's a dupe. I just think that's a similar colorway. But I don't know. I think that's just a semantics thing. But I didn't want to dupe a ColourPop palette or the Odin's Eye palette. Since I had already had my eye on a few different Odin's Eye palettes, I figured I would just wait until I was able to buy those palettes. But that had me thinking, like I said, am I attracted to those things because I already have them in my collection, and can I use those items currently to kind of fulfill that need, and maybe that would change my mind about wanting those products. So for the past week, I've been playing with some items that I haven't touched in a while, but the first item I want to talk about is the ABH Brow Freeze, and I don't know if this is like a user error on my end because I am having an eyebrow crisis. I don't know, do my eyebrows look okay? I don't know how to groom them, and I've used the Brow Freeze today, but I had them looking like Goku Super Saiyan 3, like they were all the way up there. It's only been maybe about 20 minutes since application, and it's just kind of fallen. I don't know if that's what an eyebrow is supposed to look like. I did use my NYX pen to kind of fill it in. I'm trying to look at my eyebrow in the viewfinder. I feel like there might be better products, or I don't know how to do eyebrows. I lean more towards I don't know how to do something because I never really worried about doing eyebrows. And I would just go in with something like my MAC, basically my eyebrow gel from MAC. It has too many words. And like I've said in reviews of that product, it's just kind of messy with application. Like if you're not really gentle with how you apply it, it's not something that you could just quickly bam, 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 and you're done. You have to be very mindful. I don't think the ABH Brow Freeze saves you any time, and I don't know if it really makes the effect look any better. I do apply it and let it like kind of dry out before putting my NYX pen in, just because I don't know if you have to let the gel like kind of dry out a little bit, because I feel like if it were wet, you're just now dragging that gel on your other products. So if you had your eye on it, I don't know if it's like a must have. I think it's okay. The next product I want to talk about, I don't know if we already are coming up to date on the last time you will be able to buy these items online, but it is the Becca Light Shifter Skin Tint and the Sister Powder, the Finishing Veil. I have mine in Star Child 2, and I use the Tinted Moisturizer in Light Seeker 2.5, and it's very dewy. I will get kind of like an oily T-zone, if you will, but I feel like that's normal for everybody. I do live in the desert, so it is a bit hotter out. I've never really been a fan of dewy products, but my impression of all the reviews were that it just kind of makes it look like your skin after you've applied like moisturizer, which I don't mind. And people said that it wasn't sticky. I'm not wearing it today, so why am I touching my face? I don't find that it's sticky. I do find though that I've worn it all week, and a little goes a long way, and I don't really know if I'm getting coverage, but I did get some breakouts around my chin, so today I am using the Nabla Skin Tint, but I did use the powder to set it just to see if there was like any real difference. Like the powder is okay, but I've been really liking my Nabla powder, and because Becca is closing and I don't know how readily available these items are. I do see them like super sailed on like Sephora and Ulta, and they're even in a TJ Maxx or Marshalls near you, I'm pretty sure, because I saw them inside mine for my exact shades for like $10 each, and I was pretty sad because I bought these maybe a few days after they came out, so I bought them at full price. I was going to use them and finish them out because I do like a skin tint, but if it's breaking me out, I probably won't. I'll probably finish out the powder because I don't mind the powder so much, but I don't think it's like the best. I don't think you're missing out if you don't get your hands on this. Another item that might be, I think, discontinued, possibly, or on its way of being discontinued, are the Lime Crime Software Blushes. This particular one is in Java, and this is what I was using for my contour, my bronzer this week, and it is a bit of like a cooler brown instead of a warmer brown, but I don't mind that because I think it complements my skin tone well. Like it's okay. It looks really pigmented on my hand, but as I'm wearing it today, I guess you can kind of see it. I don't know, I'm not particularly thrilled with it. I'll hold on to it and finish it out, but I don't think it's giving me the best results. I do have almost every color in this collection. I wasn't sponsored or sent PR by Lime Crime in any way. Kind of want to get through them just so I can have them out of my collection. Like, I don't want to just throw things away, but if I'm not using it, I'm not using it. They did come out with those, I think it's essentially the same product. It's a cream product. It looks like a little deodorant stick, and I think they have more bronzy shades and like blush shades and a few like highlight shades. I'm pretty sure it's just the same formula but in a stick form. The next item I want to talk about is something that I would highly suggest that I'm not like whatever about, but it's my NYX Born to Glow concealer, and I have this in shade Vanilla, but I don't think this is like a complete matte in the way that my Fenty Skin Perfector, I think that's a concealer. I use it as a concealer, but the Fenty product, but I really like this one, and I'm glad that I have it in my collection and I can kind of play between the two. It's been fun to use something like this if you were just looking for a cheap over-the-counter concealer. I would try this NYX one. It's one of the better ones, and I like it because it has the spongy tip at the end. I feel like the NYX or e.l.f. products where it has like the wand, I don't know, I'm not too particularly thrilled about those concealers like from the drugstore, but this one has been really good. This item isn't something that I would suggest you go and purchase because I'm no longer personally purchasing from this brand, but it did kind of make me think that this was a good opportunity to kind of voice my opinions on this kind of topic. So I've been using my Jeffree Star, the gloss lip gloss. This is shade Tabletop, and I have a few other ones from the Orgy collection, and I like them. I think it's an okay formula as far as like a lip gloss. It's not giving me like a weird like effect to my mouth. Like I don't have like sticky lips. It does catch a nice shine and a nice tint to it. I am wearing a lip liner today with this on top, but otherwise I just kind of throw it on and it looks fine. I don't want to purchase from Jeffree Star anymore. If you don't know a lot of the history behind Jeffree Star, there's a whole lot of internet videos that you could find on it. But here's the thing, that lip gloss is maybe like, what, $20? And I spent my hard-earned money on that, and I don't want to just throw it away. I'm gonna use it until I don't have it, and I'm sure there are other items very similar to it, like some of the shades that I have I've seen in the Tower 28 brand, and I've heard good things about their lip glosses. They're like a holy grail for a few different people. It seems like every brand almost has a lip gloss now that I'm sure I could find something. Like I also have like an e.l.f. Mint lip gloss that looks like another Jeffree Star lip gloss shade that I have, so I'm not too concerned about it. But I just want to say, if you have like I said, if you have items like this, you don't have to throw them away unless like you feel like you really have to. It's your money and you spent it, and you get to enjoy or not enjoy your products however you want. That's your discretion. I understand people having these items in their collection and then not using them in tutorials because they don't want to support the brand, and I think I'm gonna kind of follow suit with that and not use them. But just for the purpose of this video, I do have it on today in this video just because I wanted to wear the items that I'm talking about in this video, and since I'm talking about it, I'm wearing it on camera. But the final item I want to talk about is an item that I think it's gonna be a really hard sell. Not too many people posted any videos really kind of celebrating this palette, and I'm kind of confused why. I am wearing it on my eyes today. It might just look like a wash of color. What I will say is that it doesn't capture on camera, like film-wise anyway, the best. Like it doesn't pull out its full potential, because when I look at my eyes in the mirror, I can see the different iridescent shades kind of going around, and it's going to be the Naked Ultraviolet palette, and I've been playing with this all week. Today I caved and finally did the purple with the blue in the corner look, but all week I've been mostly playing with the orange and red shades in here, and you kind of do the same look every time, but there is opportunity to do different things. I don't think it's supposed to be a highly pigmented palette. I have a lot to say about this palette. If you've been watching Samantha March's videos and kind of listening to how she's been playing with eyeshadows lately, palettes haven't really been calling her name. She's been kind of playing more with her singles, and it's just like maybe a wash or two of some colors, and then she's out and calling it a day. And I think a lot of people are kind of catching on to that kind of trend. I know I am. So I've been really especially in the summer, I don't want to be sitting in front of my vanity all day kind of doing makeup. I just want to get in and get out, because I know that I'm going to be out in the sun anyway, so I don't want to wear anything that's too just too high maintenance to keep up with. I think the trick with this palette is packing and blending, and the mattes in the shade too, they don't work like your typical mattes because they're not supposed to be pigmented. They're just supposed to kind of be a base and you build up on them, and then you can, like I said, you can double the shimmers and make them deeper, but it's supposed to be more of like that euphoria makeup trend that was really popular in 2019. I can't remember the name of the makeup artist I follow on Instagram who like really taught me how to use this eyeshadow palette, because everyone in the YouTube videos, they're all trying to do what they would normally do with makeup. These are just different formulas, so they're not going to perform in the same way that a typical eyeshadow would. And that's fine. If you don't like this product, that's fine. But I think it's a really great summer item, just because it does have those like purples, and that I think it has one kind of like pinky shade. Yeah, the shade Warning is kind of a more pinky shade. But you can definitely build this up and make it look really pretty. I wouldn't say it's a shop my stash. I think it's just more me kind of putting my feelers out there and seeing what I have. But what are some items that you haven't touched in your collection in a while, or maybe what's a brand that you don't purchase from anymore that you might have in your collection? I know that there's always some form of like drama or controversy with so many different brands and shade or influencers of a brand. Personally, I don't have anything Morphe. I'm not going to buy anything from Morphe. There's just, that could be its own video. But leave me down in the comments down below what some of your thoughts and opinions are, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.